Look at that beautiful view. What beautiful weather to sit outside, take a bit of a break, and meditate on the goings-ons in the world, especially the Conclave. Going horizontal for this video. This is not one of the vertical shorts, so I'll do you a favor and record this horizontally. People probably don't even care anymore. Anyway, I mean, I'm sure people are so used to the vertical view as it is. What does it matter? Who do I think is going to step out onto that Laguier and giving us the papal blessing? The conclave is upon us. I don't know what time you're watching this. This is uploaded Tuesday, May 6th, the day before the conclave, and Vatican time, they're ahead. So they've already begun. The conclave is upon us due to the time difference. I don't know how long it's going to last. Could be a day, could be a week. I'm sure certain people aren't going to want it to last too long. Electors won't want it to last too long, and there's probably a lot of cardinal electors that already have our next pope in mind. Who do I want to see as pope? Well, I would love to see Cardinal Sarah as pope. Personal opinion. But at the end of the day, out of the small batch of cardinals we have to choose from, one particular name doesn't stand out. We could get, and we most certainly, I shouldn't say most certainly, as if it's a guarantee, I should say most likely scenario, we're going to get a very liberal-friendly pope. I'll tell you what kind of pope we don't want. We don't want a celebrity pope. Who we need right now is a heroic pope. Especially if you know quite a bit about saints. What makes a saint? That's a video I should elaborate more on in the future, but in summation, quick answer, what makes a saint? Heroic virtue. Heroic virtue. Heroic acts. You look at examples such as Maximilian Kolbe, St. Paul, Catherine of Siena, Pius XII, people who stood up against tyrants, communism, stood up against Napoleon, stood up against Nero, murdered by Nero, Peter and Paul, stood up against all sorts of villains, heresy, metaphorical dragons. We need a pope who understands that no matter what, he's going to have a huge target on his back, so he might as well make the most of it. He might as well align his will with God's will, just completely surrender his will over to God's, and understand I am in the most important position in the entire world. Every tiny little thing I do matters, and my time most likely is going to be short no matter how many years I expect to have on this earth if I stay in good behavior. Most likely, with growing Islamism, atheism, all sorts of, liberal tyrant enemies, communism. There's going to be someone out there who's going to want to unalive him. In other words, kill him. Assassinate him. With that in mind, if I were Pope, God forbid, I would have that in the back of my mind. You know what? People are going to want to assassinate me anyway. Just because I wear the papal hat and the white robe. So, and with my advancement in years, my time's going to be short on Earth, so I might as well just make what very little time I have left on Earth count. Make it worth it. I would just go scorched earth on communism, liberalism, irreverence, lukewarmness, secularism. I would go scorched earth on all of that if I were Pope. I would try to shorten my years as much as possible if I were Pope. I'm not kidding you. That'll never be put to the test, of course, but alas. I mean, I'm, at this point, even as a layman, I'm trying to do that right now anyway. So, yeah, that's the kind of Pope we need. So even if we do get, Francis II, a liberal-friendly celebrity wannabe Pope, stepping out under that Laguier on Thursday, Friday, or Monday, whenever it's going to be, pray for a St. Thomas Becket level of conversion. Invoke St. Thomas Becket repeatedly, obsessively. Invoke St. Pius V, Pope Pius XII. Invoke Maximilian Kolbe, St. Peter Simon, St. Paul. Start now. Why not? We don't know who our Pope is going to be right now. But regardless, don't be disappointed. Don't be in despair of who does step out into that Laguier. Just pray. Pray, pray, pray like a monk. I am. All right. I got to get back to my productivity. Maybe we'll talk more about this later. Same spot. Maybe a different time. Different outfit. Probably different weather conditions, too. I don't know. Wisconsin, days like today are not guaranteed. I mean, it's kind of off topic, but this part of Wisconsin, it could rain for 64 days straight. I don't know. We might not ever see another day like this today. Like today again. I'm kidding. I'm joking, teasing. So, next time I film a video like this right here, I'll probably be wearing a poncho, just to give you a heads up. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of rambling now. That's nice to ramble. Good way to work things off your chest. Sometimes it's good to just kind of get in a meditative state. Let yourself ramble until you get to some sort of resolution in whatever is giving you a lot of anxiety and grief. Adoration helps. Go to adoration. Pray. And remember my advice about adoration. That is the one place you can actually, Jesus is the one person you can actually be telepathic with. So you're not disturbing the other people around you in adoration. Pray silently in your head. Thank you for watching. My name is Luke. This is Difference Devotion. Ciao for now. God bless and Ave Maria. I'll see you next time.